Hi everybody. Listen, when it rains like this, brings back sad memories. Reminds me of the rainy season in Vietnam. Has heavy rain during the rainy season. Um, Rain for an hour, 2 hours. Really had nowhere to go. You couldn't hide anywhere. If you were near a building, you went and stood inside the building. If you were working, you just kept working. Couldn't really go in the trucks. The trucks typically didn't have a roof. They didn't have windows that worked very well. So you just got wet. And just heavy, heavy downpour. Everything was wet. You used to have a little plastic sleeve that your cigarettes were in with matches. And that's how you kept your cigarettes dry. You put them together because you were soaking wet with sweat or you were soaking wet with rain all day long. So just had to try and keep everything dry, keep it in something plastic, something waterproof. So it makes you sad when you think about it. Every time there's just a heavy, straight downpour like it's raining right now, brings back those memories of what it was like. Um, Another thing that's really sad. I don't know if any of you ever been to the Vietnam Wall. Um, Saw a thing on TV the other day about it. It's still a sad place to go. I've been there several times on class trips. I've been there on personal visits. I've been there with some brothers from the military. Um, it's just a sad place. There's flowers everywhere, cards everywhere. We miss you cards, people crying. It's sad to go there and see parents and grandparents, brothers and sisters leaning on the wall, touching a name, copying a name, put a piece of paper over it, and you rub it with a crayon or a pencil to draw out the outline of it. Take it home to remember. There actually, for those of you who haven't been there, there's actually a book at the end, at the beginning of the memorial. You can look up the year and then alphabetically the year that they died. So you had to go to the year they died, and you looked up the name, and it tells you which panel it was on and which line their name was on. So you could go look it up and go find the name because there's like 50,000 names there. It's just a sad thing to see. It really hits you when you do that. The other memorials are nice. It doesn't give you the Arlington is that way when you see all the graves and everything, but the wall really puts it in perspective about how many just young lives were lost over there. Most of them didn't want to go. Some of them did volunteer, didn't make it home. I fully admit I'm one of the lucky ones. Pretty much came home without a scratch. Um, did my duty, get out of there in about 11 months. That's when they first started pulling things out. Started turning over the motor pool equipment to the South Vietnamese Army. 2, 3 days later, we'd see the equipment painted and somebody driving it around as their personal vehicle. Sad. Same thing going on from a political standpoint. Now they're talking about maybe they're going to take out some of the Afghan people on the pullout that helped the Americans because they're going to kill them. There's no doubt in my mind. So they did the same thing in Vietnam. Anybody that helped the Americans, were friendly to the Americans, were killed, tortured, run out of town. Um, it's just horrible what's going to happen to those people, and we don't care. That's the sad part. The powers in charge here don't care. So that I said that. What are you going to do? But again, my hats off to those of you who served, all the veterans, young and old. You guys who have volunteered and signed up, my heart goes out to you. We need people like you to get out there and do the right thing and serve your country. Whether you're a fireman, policeman, any kind of civil servant, where you're out there doing your best trying to help things along. I really feel as I get older, I really think back on the Vietnam days and all the guys that I met. They were really nice guys, and they're just who knows where they are now. Jack from Anaheim, California. I told you a story about him. His girlfriend was expecting their first child. He got his orders to leave Fort Benning and go to Vietnam. Never did show up, as far as I know. Now, he didn't make his report date. I don't know if he showed up later and decided to go or he just never went. They did forgive everybody for going AWOL and draft dodgers and things like that. So hopefully he was okay. Mike from Texas, we had his car, and we drove all over the South, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, New Orleans. We went everywhere in that guy's car. Thanks for him. Keep us a little bit of sanity while we were down there in Fort Benning. Wally, guy from San Diego, nice guy. Haven't seen him in a while. I also ran into him in Vietnam. He looked me up. He was in another transportation company taking care of the vehicles over there. Dick from Ohio, he was like my roommate there in Vietnam. We shared an area together. Moss from Massachusetts, nice guy, never heard from him again. Don't know where he wound up. And I just moved the microphone over, so if you guys want to adjust that, I don't know if it's louder now or what. But I just wanted to touch on that. You know, the heavy rain makes me think of those guys and how sad it was. I mean, that's when you really just kind of took shelter wherever you could, and you just thought about what everybody else is doing. Well, that's all. Didn't want to bummer everybody out. I did talk to that guy, Steve. We're going to try to get the video together in about a week or so. He is agreeing to give me about half hour, 45 minutes, tell me about his drone pilot experience and the other things that he did while he was in the military. Ought to be pretty interesting, so stay tuned for that. If you don't want to subscribe, I get it. I need subscribers to keep things going here. Give me a like, okay? You can hit that like, thumbs up. That'd be good. I would rather have the subscribers, to tell you the truth. Well, that's all. Don't mean to ramble on. I got a couple of other videos. I still owe you a couple of videos on Bangkok, day 2, day 3, things like that. And I got a Rolling Stone story I'm working on about going to see them in Alabama in 1969. That was fun too. Okay, don't mean to ramble on. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time. Be safe out there. Bye.